What's up? What's up? It's your boy Sneaky Q checking in with Mop Magazine. We got our artist spotlight. We got a special guest today. Beautiful, multi-talented Tyler Noell is in the building. How you doing?
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you?
Look amazing.
Thank
What
you.
about us now? Every time we chill, it's just always at your house.
Thank you.
No problem.
To a great team.
Definitely. So welcome. We appreciate you for coming through.
Of course.
All right. So look, before we get into this, I want you to introduce yourself. Like, who is Tyler Noell?
So my name is Tyler Noell, guys. I am an R&B hip hop singer. I'm from Maryland, a little small town, like 13 people live there. I moved to Atlanta probably about 2 years ago to do music, and ever since then it's just been going very well.
That's what's up. So you put yourself in the category as hip hop, or like pop or R&B. What's the category you put yourself in?
R&B with a little hip hop, because we're not doing so much. We're really going the pop route. We're trying to stay away from too many ballads and everything. Also, so it's more hip hop. We're using a lot of bass drums, stuff like that in the music.
So do you dance too?
I do. I actually have a choreographer I'm working with right now, and he's teaching me every day.
So how's that routine though? Because I know that's like a tedious routine. Waking up and then like the cardio and the move. How's that been going for you?
Well, it's funny because before I even got really, really serious with music, I've always been like a very busy person. I like to stay busy and work out, and everybody around me knows that. So it wasn't too hard transitioning over to when we really got serious with music, because it was almost like routine anyway. I work out a lot, and I do like a lot of things to keep myself busy, a lot of activity. I will say, like, I like to switch it up. Like, sometimes we'll go to the studio at 9 for an entire week. And then, like, for the next week, I'll just, like, write. And I won't go to the studio because I don't want to ever, get tired of routine, which I usually do.
That's dope, too. We can't just, put you in a box, because you do a lot of songwriting as well.
Yes,
I do. So what is that, like, passion for songwriting? Because, you are, talented. Usually a lot of the talented artists that we like, a lot of people write their songs. So how important it is to you for you to write your songs and do certain things like that?
I think it's definitely it's nothing better than you writing your own music, because you feel what you write. Like, you write from the heart.
Yeah. So
like when you're singing it, like or you're rapping it or whatever, you mean it, and people can tell when you mean it and when you don't.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of people, it's a lot of artists, and they don't like, they may not write their music, and they may have a dope song, and then people say, well, I wonder what happened to this artist, and it's like people didn't necessarily like believe in them as an artist, like they didn't like know them. But I feel like when you write your own music, like, people really know you, because it's like it's really you.
Definitely.
And I mean, it's cool to like get with songwriters and like tell them about your life and let them write. And like, if I do work with a songwriter, I will get very personal with them.
Yeah.
So still, when it's time to sing, it's still something that is coming from me.
Definitely.
So I'll be able to feel it, and people can feel it.
Yeah, I think that's dope too, because I mean, it's kind of like when we love these artists, but it's like the music and the lyrics that they're saying, kind of like, it's not really their life, it's somebody else.
Oh, definitely.
And
100%.
So I don't see how genuine that could be. But I mean, it's just the nature of the music business.
Yeah.
I have to say this. You did one of my favorite covers to Come and See Me by Party Next Door and Drake. How was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you had a funny story that you shared with me, what happened. Elaborate on that story.
So, well, first of all, as soon as I heard the record, I like immediately loved it. From a female's perspective, like, in the song, he's talking about basically someone else getting mad because he never comes to see them, and I can relate to that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you heard it, so I kind of like switched up the lyrics a little bit. I made it to where it's relevant to me and a lot of other females, I'm sure. But I tried not to go the same route as just doing the words over in different melodies. It's too easy sometimes. And I feel like I wanted to put a remix on it so females can relate to it more, like sing it genuinely without having to go to his hook and say, she always say, you never come to me, instead of just saying, you never come to me. Like, so I did drop that. Party has reached out to me. He's seen it and he loved it. The video and the song.
I bet he did like the video. Hold on now. I bet he did like the video now. I mean, I'm pretty sure. If you guys haven't seen the video, go to her YouTube, type in Tyler Noell, And so you'll love the video as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's dope. That's dope. And then you were able to meet him. He went out to LA.
Yeah. So, and I'm moving to LA in a few weeks.
Okay.
For a few months,
Okay.
maybe back and forth, really. So I'm gonna be linking with him and a bunch of other artists when I get out there.
That's dope. All right. So do we have a project coming up soon, or?
We do. We
new
have an
music?
EP. We actually have a lot of new music. We just haven't released it yet. I just did a song. I'll tell you guys.
Drop some
I just
exclusive.
did a.
Give us some
I just did a
exclusive.
song with K Camp and
Okay.
Jazzy Faye got on it.
Dope.
So it was real like Atlanta, with Jazzy and Camp on it. But that'll be the first single we drop actually in like 2 weeks.
Dope.
So we're gonna drop a visual with it. And I'll keep you guys updated as soon as.
That's what's
as soon
up.
as we do
So
it.
with this EP now, how many songs can we expect?
7.
7 songs.
Yes, we're gonna do 7 songs. Not too much.
That's a lot.
It's I'm saying it's gonna be like some interludes though. That's only maybe like a minute or 2.
Gotcha.
Just to get people familiar.
Yep. So is this like, how much on the project did you write?
A lot of it. I had 2 writers come in. Jay Owens and Stefan.
Okay.
They're out here also.
Yeah.
They helped me actually with the single with Camp.
Okay.
I'm very like a melodic writer. When I write, it's usually me singing.
Mm-hmm.
So on the Camp record, it's more like up tempo. So I had a writer come in and he helped me with the hook because that's his specialty. So
That's
put some
dope.
swag
That's
on
dope.
it.
So we get new music from Tyler Noell soon. 7 tracks.
Yes.
That's dope. What else you got coming up? Like,
just basically we got we're working with a few big photographers and
Okay.
We're doing a few videos. We're trying to we're trying to do a visual EP. So we don't want anything to be
well, you got to get the photography you shooting with
basic.
today. You just as big as they come. You just
No,
as big as they
really.
come.
I feel that.
Yeah,
I definitely
you know,
want to look at that. But we're definitely we don't want to do anything too small.
Definitely.
So we do want to put out visuals with everything we put
Because that's the
out.
name of the game. Visuals is the name of
The
the game.
internet is taking over.
Yeah.
And like when people can't see you in
If
the
they can
club or they
see
can't
you,
see you,
they can relate to you. Yeah.
They'll put a face with the voice, and that's always good. Because
That's
I know a lot of songs I may hear, and I may be like, "Who sings that? I love this song, but I don't know who sings it." Or
And your voice real sweet and melodic. Who are some of your musical influences? Growing up in Maryland, who are some of your musical influences?
Mariah Carey.
Oh, I love
100%.
Mariah Carey. Definitely.
I always listen to Beyonce, of course.
Okay, of course.
Lately, since I've gotten like serious with music, I've been more on the Jhené Aiko. Her
Dope.
voice is very melodic also, so it's very easy for me to like sing her songs or anything. If I would.
If you could work with anybody in the music industry right now, who would it be?
Chance the Rapper.
Wow. That's
Chance the Rapper. I am like a huge fan.
dope.
I think he is like single-handedly changing the game. He's doing things that aren't very accepted and making them accepted. He just dropped a gospel album basically, and I just think it's so cool. Like he doesn't care. He's doing what he believes. I think it's amazing.
Number 1 person.
Chance right now.
Give me another one.
Drake.
See, I was waiting for it.
Who doesn't want a song with Drake?
Exactly. I was waiting for it. I just had that feeling.
Yeah.
But that's dope.
I mean, but I've always loved Drake. That's a given.
Dope.
Every single song I think he's ever dropped.
Dope.
I love it. But
So obviously, we got a game plan. You're coming out with the EP, going to LA to work. A lot of top producers, work with a lot of artists. So where you see yourself within like the next year, the top of the year, going into the end of this year, going into the next year?
Okay, so hopefully by quarterly wise, how they do it in the industry, by February, I want to have the EP out. I want to be starting on an album, and hopefully I'm on someone's tour.
Dope.
I definitely want to tour just a few cities for a few months.
They're going to have you on the whole world 12, 15 city tour.
With that.
See, now you're good with that.
Yeah. I'm saying if I could get a few cities, that's great. But if I can do more, I would love it.
So as an artist though, like how do you condition yourself for that? Especially not being on tour. Like, a lot of people like, Drake and Future, they just did the Summer 16 tour and they were in a different city every night. But they're used to that. So as a new artist, how do you condition yourself for being on tour for that long period of time?
You definitely have to like mentally prepare yourself. I watch a lot of videos.
Okay.
I try to get advice from people who's been there and done that. And I ask them, a lot of advice. They do tell me to get used to like not sleeping. Because I know it's
good advice.
Like, you know, or like not sleeping in such a comfortable space. So, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I think like when it gets closer to me ready to tour, I'm gonna like start sleeping on my couch for a few weeks before,
yourself,
you know, like just get myself ready.
Staying up for 3 days straight.
Exactly. Like
drinking
finding
a lot of
something,
water.
yeah, that gets me through it. Definitely practice performing live over and over, which we've already started.
Yeah, I'm saying so. You know, I'm pretty sure when you do like your when you're dancing and stuff, you kind of like have a mic and stuff, doing stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. So again, I have a main choreographer I usually work with, and we rent out a studio with a bunch of mirrors, and we just practice. So I'm getting in the habit now of dancing and singing at the same time.
Okay.
So again, that really just goes with exercising. If you exercise consistently, like all of that, it becomes easier.
Dope. Before we get you out of here, if it's one thing you can tell your fans, the new fans you're about to get, you know, anybody that's looking at this interview, what's one thing you can tell them about Tyler Noell that a lot of people don't know or they can't see?
I just want to say this is not really so much about me, but more like advice. But I just want to say, like, don't ever feel like you can't do anything. Definitely. Like, I'm from a super, super small town. We have not one person that's made it big. And like, I picked up 2 years ago with all the money I saved for 2 years. And I came out here and I stayed in a hotel for 6 months. I had not one friend, not one family member, but I believed so much and I made it happen on my own. And now I'm working with great people. I have a great team, but just don't ever like subject yourself to people's opinions or anything. 'Cause at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter.
Opinions don't matter. All that matters is you put the work in. Exactly. Before we get you out of here, drop all your social media where people can find you, where they can look for the EP. I know you got the website, tylernoell.com. Drop all of that.
So my Instagram is Tyler Noell, Noel, Noell, 2 L's. If you want to look for any music, just search my name, and I have a few things up there. But again, once we drop this EP, everything will be on YouTube. It'll be on Vivo, it'll be on iTunes, Apple Music, and look out on the 24th. October 24th, we'll have Come and See Me, the video on World Star on the big box all day. So check for that, guys.
And by the way, I found you off SoundCloud, and I think it was SoundCloud. Like when the song came on, then I Googled it, and I just happened to be following you on Instagram. So like I thought that was kind of dope. So yeah, man. Yes. So like social media.
By the way, you guys are amazing. Like you guys had like hair ready, makeup, wardrobe. Like you're so legit. I love it. It was really easy breezy.
I appreciate it. Well, look, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting and looking forward to the EP. So will a lot of your fans. But yeah, dope. It's your boy Sneaky Q with Mott Magazine, the beautiful Tyler Noell. Until next time, peace.
Peace.